back to the show. This is Good Morning Sri Lanka. Well, before the break, Kamaya, we had some fun, right, with the 40 Towers. It's a hilarious comedy series in fiction.
Of course, and Banu's heart rate has now come back to normal.
It's normal right now after
the
being shocked.
girlish scream you heard was not mine.
It wasn't mine either. It wasn't mine either.
Wasn't it?
But,
Okay,
it wasn't. I was just, taking a precautionary measure by,
getting up on the sofa. Yes.
Yeah.
That's exactly
anyone who would do that, I'm scared of rats. Just stop it.
We're going to introduce the guests we have on the show right now, and they are people who are paying homage to the iconic British sitcom, which was Fawlty Towers. And you have been touring the world, all over the world, as these characters, which are well beloved. And we have with us Paul O'Neill, who plays Basil Fawlty, and Karen Hamilton as Sybil Fawlty, and then Jeffrey Resnick as Manuel. Yeah. So it's very different to see you out of costume and out of all the makeup and
good.
It's a good change. It's a good change. But tell us about how you got into this, being the faces of Fawlty Towers now.
Well, all individual stories, but Karen's probably best to answer the sort of
Karen,
company.
ladies first.
All right. Well, the company's been going for 16 years. It started in Australia. The idea was brought from a theatre group that started in New Zealand. So Alison Pollard Manson brought the idea or the concept over to Australia, got together with Andrew Nason and Andrew Foreman, and they put together the bones of what is the show now. Okay. It's changed a lot over the years. It's been going for nearly 17 years. I've been doing it for 14 years. So when I started it was a page and a third. It's about 26 pages of script, but still 2/3 of the show is completely improvised.
I see. So you really have to get into your character, because this show started off in 1975, if I'm not mistaken.
The TV show.
The TV show. Yes.
I think it was the #1 show in Britain, wasn't it?
Not in the first series. The second series,
sure.
there's #1 comedy there.
It's got the title of being the #1 comedy in the world, the most loved comedy in the world. But the first series, when it came out, it didn't come out to rave reviews. It wasn't until the second series that the English people fell in love with it, and then it went off from there.
Taking it as a whole series, what's your favorite moment? The most lovely moment that you want to, recap and think about?
Oh, I'm not sure I can pick one out. I mean, obviously, when I was training for this role, you go back and you study, in my case, John Cleese's performance. So I have lots of moments that I love of him. I love it when he's looking for the rat and he sort of he does this funny walk across the lobby. I guess maybe nearly my favourite moment is when the Major sees the rat in the bar. And he comes down with the shotgun, and as he walks past Basil, he walks behind Basil, and Basil doesn't see him, but just knows there's something wrong, and just turns and follows him into the bar, where he finds the Major with his shotgun.
Looking for a rat with a shotgun.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's always a great way to go about it, isn't it?
That's a lovely
But
moment.
now, 1979, Fawlty Towers, y'all are impersonators, right?
Yes.
And y'all are doing a dinner matinee now, isn't it? So this is a performance that y'all do while everyone's having dinner. And it's a very informal show, and as you said, a lot of it is improvised.
Yes.
So interactive, like with the audience, so effectively the audience are on stage with you performing as well.
So there's a load of two-way communication going on.
There is. It's like you've come to dine at Fawlty Towers.
Okay.
So let's talk about your characters now. Paul, you play Basil Fawlty.
Yes, I do.
I kind of got
background.
a vibe that Basil is not the most friendly person.
No,
Is it true?
For someone who runs a hotel.
Exactly, he's very professional, very
Diplomatically,
classy.
I would say he doesn't suffer fools, although you might argue he is a fool.
He would be a perfect hotelier if there weren't guests.
Yes.
I see.
The guests get in the way of him running the perfect hotel, you see. That's very good, I like that.
Conundrum that Basil faces.
Every country has a Basil Fawlty, don't they?
Yes.
Which I think is why it's been so popular across the TV show was so popular across so many countries, was because it was such a universal concept. The idea of a badly run hotel, you can find that anywhere in the world.
Of course.
And I think that's why then this show in turn has been successful, because so many other countries had taken on the TV
And I think apart from the both of you, Jeffrey plays a huge role as well.
Of course.
Yes.
as Manuel. He was really cleaning up the set for us.
He
Thank you.
actually has cleaned that mirror.
He has cleaned the mirror right
Much
behind
clean.
me.
Nice clean table too. It's all
Oh, you
part
still
of the
missed a
job.
bit.
Yeah, no, Manuel's a really fun character to play because he's innocent. Like, the audience is on your side before you even start because they love Manuel's character.
Yeah, yes.
So really, it's my job as an actor to just try and be as accurate to Manuel's character as possible.
But Manuel doesn't get the clear instructions.
He just instinct. He works on instinct, Manuel. He does everything.
But he's an instant guy, yeah.
He misinterprets
very
a lot.
He is. I think Manuel, you know, most people feel for Manuel. Everybody sort of roots for Manuel.
He genuinely wants to get it right.
Yeah.
Well, he's
He just
downtrodden,
doesn't.
but he's always positive.
And
Yeah.
the language barrier does not daunt him at all. Nothing.
He's determined to learn. He's determined to surmount that
My
barrier.
English is getting better. Isn't it?
He's going back into character again. But now, Sybil Faulty
Yes.
is someone who takes a back seat, is it, when you're running the hotel?
Sybil's sort of the most dominant character in the show, even though she plays a support role, in that she dominates Basil. Basil and Sybil, they love each other, but at the same time, Basil is terrified of Sybil.
She's top of the hierarchy.
She's, yeah, when it comes to the pecking order, she's right up there. And of course, Manuel is down here. But yeah,
all right, Manuel.
I mean, Basil tries to get things right for his wife. He tries to do them as cheaply as he can, and of course, everything comes undone. Whereas Sybil is quite happy to go out and play golf and entertain the guests.
And I think you see that hierarchy in our show, in the stage show as well. And it's quite funny because we'll often come off at the end of the show and we can we get a sense of who the sort of crowd were rooting for on that particular night.
Yeah.
And it can change. It's not always just about everybody loves Manuel, although they generally do. But sometimes you can say,
Sometimes
oh, it was
they're
a bit
my
of
people.
sometimes it was a bit of a Sybil night. You know, they loved it when Sybil
Yes.
did, you know, got her own back on Basil, or vice versa, you know. So
That's what keeps the show really sort of interesting for us as actors. Is every audience is different.
Yeah, we don't know what they're going to do.
Venues are different, so the acoustics in the venue are different. So you know.
But you do this full time, is it?
Almost.
This is what you
yeah.
do
Yeah.
as your day job.
yes.
24-hour job, I should say.
Yes, we all do different things when we're home. You know, I probably tour 8 months of the year, but when I'm home I do other things, other characters, stand-up comedy I write, and we all do different things. Paul just came from a show previously to this one, and Jeffrey has
Yeah, I've done
a sideline business as well. Yeah.
All right. So on that note, we have a video of the act that you guys do.
Oh, good.
Have
Let's
you?
go check it out.
All right.
I'm sure everyone would love to see this.
Basil, there's somebody at the counter, dear. Somebody will be with you in just a moment.
Really enjoyed it. Right, Manuel, done the class? The cutlery. Yes, still.
Yeah, it's good, yes.
Go. Gosh,
Really good, thank you. I would recommend it. Well, why are you limping?
he's Becky.
Fun tonight? Yeah. It's her first time. Oh, it's your first time? Yeah. Excellent.
That's for you, Manuel.
And actually made an entertaining evening. Doing something different.
Thank you so much. All right. Goodbye.
So there we saw different actors as
Yes.
Basil and Sybil. So you are part of the company, which means there are many other people, I'm guessing, who act these particular characters.
Yes, those actors were Alison Pollard Mansard played Sybil. There was Jordan Edmeades was playing Basil, and Anthony Soteli was playing Manuel in that one.
I see. So you get to mix and match the characters, and
Yeah.
you won't always be playing as the three of you.
No,
No,
not
no.
always, no. So we sort of, like, also there's some of us are based in Australia and some of us are based in London, and so, but obviously we get the opportunity to, like I just has recently, to swap over and join other teams. So I've been in Australia with these guys touring around, and it's great because you get to travel. And
So tell us about some of the experiences you've had abroad in different countries. Something that really stood out for you.
All right. Well,
Dubai and Bahrain was very interesting. Like,
Interesting.
didn't know what to expect. It was mainly expats working there, but you would get the occasional local that knew the show as well, and just gives it a different, I don't know, gives it a different type of person to work with.
Yes.
Worked really well over there.
Yeah.
So.
And I think it was Thailand was the place that a lady came and saw us in Thailand, and she told her friend here in Sri Lanka, said, you've got to get this show. So sometimes it moves on like that. And then you'll get ones, you know, in Ireland where they're as mad as the Australians. And I was telling you earlier about in Northern Ireland, in Derry, there was a show where there was not a single laugh. Not even that. Not a giggle. Nothing. And as a performer, you know, you may as well have just gone, you know, and stabbed yourself. And we went out for the bows, and we took the bows, and I really didn't want to go out for the bows, and I sort of did the little curtsy, and they all rose as one and applaud.
Wow.
Apparently that's what they do in that theatre. I could have slapped every one of them.
I should stick up for Northern Ireland and say I've also performed in Northern Ireland,
you
and they
didn't do
laughed
that.
the whole time. But I didn't do that particular venue.
Strangford, it's different. Derry's different.
Your experience in Sri Lanka so far, but right now we have to go for a short break.
I sense a hot debate coming up, but we do need to take a commercial break. Stay tuned. On Good Morning Sri Lanka, we'll be right back.